you already know that men are fascinated by your boobs. That much is obvious, but here's the part nobody tells you. What's really going on in his head when his eyes sneak that little downward glance. Because while you might think it's just lust or distraction, there's actually something much deeper, funnier, and even sweeter behind it. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly what guys secretly want to do with your boobs. And trust me, it's not all what you think. Now, before we dive in, let me set the tone. This isn't just about the physical. This is about psychology, attraction, the playful way men connect with women. Because if you understand this, you'll never again roll your eyes when he looks a little too low. You'll know what he's secretly craving in that moment. And when you understand that, you'll know exactly how to use it to deepen intimacy, spark desire, and even strengthen your relationship. See, the truth is, boobs are not just boobs to men. They're a symbol, a trigger. They light up emotions he doesn't even consciously understand. They make him feel safe. They make him feel proud. They make him feel playful. And yes, sometimes they make him feel absolutely crazy about you. And here's the fun part: most men will never admit this. They'll keep it to themselves, laugh it off with their buddies, or just silently enjoy the moment. But deep down, they all have these secret desires. Some are sweet, some are cheeky, and some more are downright worshipful. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down. I'm going to show you the 5 things guys secretly want to do with your boobs, and how understanding each one can completely change the way you see his attraction. And trust me, ladies, by the end of this, you're going to feel not just sexy, but powerful. Because when you know how men really think, you stop second guessing yourself and you start owning your allure. So, ready? Let's get into the first secret, ladies. Let's start with the most underestimated secret. Men don't just look at your boobs, they admire them. And not in that quick, lusty, caveman way that's often portrayed in movies. I'm talking about genuine, lingering admiration. To him, your boobs are like a masterpiece of art. A sculpture Michelangelo would have been proud of, a painting worth $1 million stare. Think about it this way: when you stand in front of a beautiful piece of art, what do? You pause, you take in the details, you get lost in the symmetry, the curves, the texture. That's exactly what's happening in his head when he sneaks a look at your chest. He's not just thinking, boobs, boobs, boobs. He's thinking, whoa, that's perfect. That's feminine. That's hers. And here's the part that might surprise you. This admiration is not always sexual. Sometimes it's just about awe. Just like someone might appreciate the way sunlight falls across a painting, he's appreciating the way your body carries itself, the way your boobs sit in that top, the way they move when you walk. It's visual poetry for him. Now, here's the fun twist. Most guys won't admit this. Why? Because they don't want to sound sappy. They'd rather play it cool, crack a joke, or keep quiet. But if you could peek inside his mind at that exact moment, you'd hear things like, God, she's gorgeous, or I can't believe she's with me, or sometimes even a simple caveman style Ladies, I want you to let this sink in. Your boobs, to him, are part of the bigger picture of you. When he admires them, he's admiring you. It's not about comparing. It's not about whether they're big or small, round or perky. Men don't obsess over technical details like that. What he sees is how they fit you, your body, your personality, your presence. That's why I say, never fall into the trap of thinking you need to look a certain way. To him, your boobs are perfect because they're yours. And here's why this matters for attraction. Admiration builds value. When he stares at you in awe, he's not just turned on, he's emotionally invested. He feels lucky. He feels chosen. And that emotional cocktail is what keeps him hooked on you. Let me give you an example. Ever notice how men sometimes pause mid-sentence when you're wearing a low-cut dress? That's not just distraction. It's admiration overwhelming his brain. He wants to keep looking because it feels good. It's like a dopamine hit. Just like art lovers keep returning to their favorite gallery, men keep stealing glances at you because your body lights up their emotions in the same way. So what's the takeaway here? Don't underestimate the power of admiration. When a man is looking, it's not always something to roll your eyes at. Sometimes it's his way of silently saying, you're breathtaking. And the more you understand that, the more confident you'll feel owning your presence, your body, and yes, your boobs. Because ladies, here's the truth to a man who's really into you. Your boobs are more than just a body part. They're art. their beauty. They're his favorite masterpiece, and he never gets tired of admiring them. Now, ladies, let's talk about something that men would never say out loud, but every single one of them secretly loves, and that is this: men crave the comfort of your boobs. Yes, you heard me right. Beyond all the cheeky jokes, the stares, the admiration, what guys truly want sometimes is to just rest there. Picture this: he's had a long day. Work stressed him out, traffic was a nightmare, and maybe his boss gave him that look that made him feel about 2 feet tall. He comes home, flops onto the couch, and then what does he want more than anything? To lay his head on your chest, to breathe, to switch off from the world. That moment, ladies, isn't about lust. It's about peace. Your boobs to him are like a built-in pillow, but it's deeper than that. They symbolize warmth, nurturing, safety. When his head rests against your chest, it's as if the entire weight of his world melts away. And here's the kicker: he would never admit that to his friends. Imagine him at the bar saying, "Hey man, you know what I really want? To cuddle her chest like a baby?" Nope, he'll never say it, but deep down, that's exactly what he craves. And you know why this matters? Because men don't often get safe spaces to be vulnerable. Out in the world, he's expected to be tough, decisive, strong. But when he's with you, when he's nestled against your chest, that's when he gets to drop the armor. It's his safe zone. It's the one place he feels small in the best possible way. Now, let's get playful for a second. You've probably noticed how guys sometimes pretend to nap on you. You're watching a movie, and suddenly he slides lower and lower until his head is perfectly positioned. That's not an accident, ladies. That's strategy. He's sneaking into his comfort zone. He may act casual, but inside he's thinking, "Oh, this is heaven." And here's where you have the power. When you allow him that comfort, when you let him be soft with you, you're giving him something no one else can. Not his friends, not his colleagues, not even his family. Only you, and that makes you unforgettable. Because to him, you're not just the sexy woman he desires, you're the safe haven he needs. Think about it. Why do so many men get attached after intimacy? Because beyond the physical, it's that closeness, that comfort, that chest to head connection that makes him feel like he belongs. It's not just biology, it's psychology. Men crave safety as much as they crave sex, and your boobs, they're the perfect bridge between the two. So here's the takeaway: never underestimate how powerful that comfort is. The next time your man lays his head on your chest, don't dismiss it as laziness or a goofy habit. Recognize it for what it is: a raw, vulnerable moment of connection. He's telling you without words, "I trust you. I feel safe with you. I can be myself with you." And ladies, let me tell you this: when a man feels that with you, he's not going anywhere, because it's rare, it's intimate, it's addictive. So yes, men secretly want to do a lot of things with your boobs, but one of the sweetest, most underrated desires, to simply use them as comfort, the world's most perfect pillow. And when you let him have that moment, you're not just giving him rest, you're giving him a deeper bond with you. All right, ladies, let's get to the playful side of things. Because here's the truth: men don't just admire your boobs like art, and they don't just use them for comfort like a pillow. Sometimes they just want to play. Now, before you roll your eyes, let me explain. Men have this little boy energy that never really goes away. You know, that mischievous streak they get, the one that makes them want to poke, tickle, or tease you just because it makes them laugh. Well, when it comes to your boobs, that exact energy comes out. Think about it. To him, your boobs are like the ultimate stress balls. Soft, bouncy, fun to touch. They're basically nature's version of a fidget toy. And guys love fidgeting. They love squeezing, poking, or just playing around. It's not always sexual. Sometimes it's just his silly side meeting your sexy side. And here's the important part: when he's playful with your body, it's his way of bonding. It's his way of saying, "I feel comfortable enough with you to be goofy, to laugh, to not take myself too seriously." That kind of playfulness is what keeps a relationship alive. Because let's face it, relationships that are only serious and intense get heavy. But relationships that mix desire with fun, those are the ones that last. Now, let's go a little deeper into his psychology here. Men often feel pressure to be in control, to be serious, to be the provider. But when he's with you, when he's playing with you, he gets to let go. He gets to be lighthearted. He gets to feel like a kid again. Only this time, he's playing with something way more exciting than toys. You've probably noticed this before. Maybe he sneaks a cheeky poke when you're walking past him, or he tries to rest his hands on you in public in a way that's half protective, half playful. That's not random. That's instinct. It's his way of saying, you make me happy. You make me want to laugh. You make me feel free. And ladies, let's be honest, you kind of love it too, because even though you might act annoyed, deep down it makes you smile. It shows he's still captivated by you. It shows he still can't resist you. And let me tell you, that kind of energy is gold in a relationship. So here's what you need to take away from this when he gets playful with your boobs. Don't just see it as immaturity. See it as intimacy. It's a language only the two of you share. Think about it. He's not doing that with anyone else. It's exclusive to you. And that exclusivity builds connection. Now, here's the kicker. Playfulness fuels attraction. When he can laugh and be silly with you, and when you let him, it keeps the spark alive. Because attraction isn't just about looking sexy in lingerie. It's about being fun, unpredictable, and lighthearted together. So, yes, one of the secret things guys want to do with your boobs is simply play with them. To squeeze, to poke, to laugh, to be cheeky. And instead of brushing it off as annoying, try seeing it for what it really is, a love language, a playful, physical reminder that you're still his favorite toy in the whole world, the one he'll never get bored of. Now, ladies, this next one of things get really interesting, because while men might love admiring your boobs in private, and yes, even playing with them in those fun little moments, there's another secret desire they carry around. And that is this: men love to show you off. Let's be clear, this isn't about being possessive or treating you like a trophy. It's deeper than that. It's about pride. When a guy is truly into you, he feels like he's won the lottery. And your boobs, whether they're in that perfect dress, that flirty top, or even just the way you carry yourself, become part of that win for him. He wants the world to know, that's my woman. Think about it. Have you ever noticed the way his chest puffs up when you walk into a room looking amazing? That little spark in his eyes when other people notice you. That's not jealousy, it's pride. It's his way of saying, yeah, I get to be the guy by her side. Your boobs, your curves, your presence, they amplify that feeling. And here's what makes it even more powerful. Men don't just see sexy when they look at you. They see confidence. When you wear something that highlights your body and you own it, it signals to him that you're proud of yourself, that you're comfortable in your skin. And men absolutely love being with a woman who radiates that kind of confidence. Now, here's the part that might surprise you. Showing you off isn't about him wanting other people to desire you. It's about him wanting other people to respect him. On some subconscious level, when you walk in looking stunning, it elevates him too. He feels like he's standing taller, like he's more successful, like he's luckier than every other guy in the room. And let's be honest, he kind of is. But ladies, here's the twist. You don't even have to be in a red carpet dress for him to feel this way. It could be the way you look in jeans and a fitted top, the way you carry yourself at brunch, or even the way you cuddle up in a tank top on a lazy Sunday. To him, you don't have to try hard. He's already proud to have you. This is why I tell women all the time, don't shy away from your body. Don't hide it. Because when you embrace it, he gets to embrace it too. And he secretly wants to. He wants to brag, not with words, but with the way he looks at you, the way he holds your hand, the way he places that little hand on your lower back when you're out together. That's his silent way of saying, look at her. Isn't she incredible? And she's with me. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't like my boobs? What if I don't feel confident? Here's the truth. He doesn't see your insecurities. He sees the woman he's attracted to. He sees what makes you unique. And when you step into that confidence, even if you're faking it at first, you amplify the attraction 10 times over. So yes, one of the things men secretly want to do with your boobs is to show them off proudly. Not in a sleazy way, not in a disrespectful way, but in that deeply masculine way of saying, I'm proud of her, I'm lucky to have her, and I want the world to know it. And ladies, the next time you're out with him and you catch him stealing a glance at you or standing just a little taller beside you, no, he's not just showing off your boobs. He's showing off you. Ladies, we've talked about admiration. We've talked about comfort. We've talked about playfulness. We've even talked about pride, but there's one more secret desire men carry, the one they'll almost never say out loud, and that is this: men secretly want to worship your boobs. Now, before you laugh, let's break this down.
Wow.
When I say worship, I don't mean lighting candles and chanting around you, although, let's be honest, some guys probably would if they could. What I mean is that deep down, your boobs are sacred to him. They're like this holy grail of desire that makes him feel a mix of passion, awe, and almost reverence. Think about it, men don't get to experience softness like that anywhere else in their lives. His world is sharp edges, hard chairs, firm handshakes, stressful days. But then there's you, and suddenly he's face to face with something that feels like heaven, something he can't help but want to cherish. This is why when he's with you, he doesn't just want to look or touch. He wants to savor. He wants to kiss, caress, and give them attention like they're the most precious part of you. And the truth is, they are to him, not because they define you, but because they symbolize everything feminine, everything intoxicating, everything he adores about you. And here's the part most women underestimate: worship isn't just about physical pleasure for him. It's about emotional connection. When he's focused on your chest, when he's giving it that kind of tender attention, what he's really saying is, this is where I lose myself in you. This is the part of you that drives me wild, and I want you to feel that. And now let's be clear. Worship doesn't mean he forgets about the rest of you. Quite the opposite. When a man is truly into you, your boobs become a focal point of his admiration, but they're also a bridge to all of you. Your smile, your laugh, your confidence, your energy. In his mind, it all connects. Worshipping that part of you is his way of saying, I see all of you and I can't get enough. And ladies, here's the powerful shift. When you allow him to worship you in that way, you're not just giving him pleasure, you're receiving empowerment. You're leaning into your femininity, letting yourself be admired, adored, even celebrated. Too often, women downplay their allure. They think, oh, he's just obsessed with my body. But the truth is, to him, your body is the canvas of his desire, and your boobs, they're the crown jewel. This is why men remember these moments so vividly. Long after the physical fades, he'll remember the times he got to worship you, the times you let him be captivated, the times you let him lose control in the best possible way. Because that worship is not just lust, it's devotion. So yes, ladies, men secretly want to worship your boobs. Not just touch them, not just look at them, but honor them. To treat them like there's something magical, something rare, something worth celebrating. And when you embrace that, when you let him have that moment, you don't just light up his desire, you light up his devotion. Because in that moment, he's not just worshiping your boobs, he's worshiping you. So ladies, let's bring this all together. We've uncovered the 5 secret things men want to do with your boobs. Admire them like art, use them for comfort, play with them like cheeky little boys, show them off proudly, and yes, worship them like they're sacred. Now here's the deeper truth. It's never just about boobs. It's about what they represent to him. Admiration means he sees you as beautiful. Comfort means he feels safe with you. Playfulness means he can laugh with you. Pride means he's grateful for you. And worship means he's completely in awe of you.